We're live. Good morning. Looks like we've got some audio. Yep, we've got some video. Awesome, just what we need for our morning workout. Okay, we've got some running to do today, some handstand push-ups and some front squats. So if you have got some weight that you can use for the squats, maybe you haven't got a barbell at home, but you might have dumbbell or kettlebell, weighted rucksack, those things are going to be adequate. We just need to probably adjust the reps slightly for this. Obviously, in terms of running, we want to try and get out, go for a little run if we can, which is a bike. So if you've got other fitness equipment at home, we might sub it out for that. We could obviously ski, row, might have a rowing machine. Static bike, okay, doesn't need to be a Concept 2 bike for the workout to work. Could be a turbo trainer or just a spin bike that you might have, anything really. If not, and you don't fancy getting outside, or you live in a place where it's not possible to get outside to go and run, then we can sub the running out for some burpees. Okay, so we have got options. We will look at those different options in a sec when we're going through this workout. Cool. So I think I have got everything I need. I've got on the bike. Got some nice handstand push-ups and get my barbell and my weights. Cool. So let's go through today's workout. It is going to be 4 time an 800 meter run. Then, on completion of that 800 meters, you're going to do 10 rounds. And in that 10 rounds, you're going to do 3 front squats and 5 handstand press-ups. Once you've completed that 10 rounds, you're then going to go for another 800 meter run, so you'll cash out. Okay, you look at buy and run, cash out run, 10 rounds in the middle. With the front squats and the handstand push-ups, I'm just going to look at the options for those first. So for this, I'm using a barbell. Okay, I'm going to load it up, just doing 3 reps. We might need to adjust the reps we're doing. So, for example, this is going to be around 80 kilos for the guys, 60 for the girls, around that. They're going to be quite heavy for the 3 reps. So if you are doing it at home and you've only got a kettlebell, then if you do 3 squats with just that kettlebell, you're probably not going to get quite the same stimulus. So I would recommend doing a couple of things. One is doing your squats fairly slowly. Okay, I know it is for time, but to get the intended stimulus, do these actual squats a little bit slower. Okay, and that will just increase that work on the legs as you go through them, nice steady pace. And then just adjust the reps accordingly. So I'd probably recommend doing anywhere between 6 and 12 reps. Okay, if you've got just a dumbbell, then we're probably going to be looking at doing around 12. If we've got a couple of weights that we can use for that, obviously then we may only need to do 6. Okay, it just depends on the load and obviously the intended stimulus that obviously we want to get out of this workout. Okay, we should be doing them unbroken. So if you've just got one dumbbell and you find that you're having to put the dumbbell down or stop, okay, as you go through your squats, then we probably just need to reduce the numbers. We should be able to do them in one hit. Cool. Obviously, we've got no weight then, and we're just doing air squats. For the squats, think about the number of which you can do. Again, that's probably going to be somewhere between 12 and 20, 24 reps, I guess. But think about the total volume you're doing. If you went, oh, I'll do 24 every round, okay, because that's about the same as a heavy squat, then what you'll find is by the end of the workout, you've completed 240 air squats, which is still quite a lot, okay? So, again, think about that, probably air squat wise, probably going to be about 15, if that intensity. Handstand push-ups, doing 5 of those. And so our scaling options, again, we could do, if we have got some weight, we could just do either strict press or push press with the weight, help it up overhead. And then again, we want to do, obviously, balance the number we do. So if our dumbbell is of an okay weight, we'll probably do 5 on each arm. If it's quite heavy, we might just do 3 on each arm. Okay, so it's okay. If it's super light, then obviously we might need to do a few more, maybe 6, maybe 9, okay, on each side. But just again, sort out those reps, have a play a bit before we start the workout, and then you'll know how many you'll do. Again, if we're doing push-ups, like the push press, it's doing the right number. So if you're good at doing handstand push-ups, you're probably going to find that 5 push-ups each round is not that many. When you think about something like Murph, Cindy, which has got 20 rounds in it, 10 push-ups, okay, that's 200. In total, think about how you're doing in a workout like that. If you're having to break them up or scale them, then obviously doing more than 10 reps each round is going to be quite a lot. Okay, so it might just be you do 10, okay, you might do 12, okay, but I wouldn't really go too much higher than that on the push-ups. Cool. So once you've then completed that, obviously it's out for the run again. Machine-wise, if you're rowing, skiing, typically it would be 1,000 meters for 800 on the run. So on the bike, I'm just going to do 2K, just because it's a nice, easy number. I'll do 2,000 meters on that, and then I'll do the 10 rounds, and then another 2,000 meters on the bike at the end. If I said burpees were an option, so let's think let's say we give, we're giving 4 minutes for it. So if we are 4 minutes, we want 4 minutes of burpees. If we sort of said probably anywhere from like 40 to 50 on those, depending again how good you are at burpees. If you're a burpee ninja, you're probably going to need to do at least 50 just to get that. Probably maybe even 60. If you're not so good, if you find that you slow up quite a lot, then I'll just stick to doing 40. And then your goal is basically to get 10 done every minute. Okay, which hopefully you should be able to get done. So 10 burpees a minute is going to mean that then you're obviously that cardio portion at the beginning of the workout is there. So that's burpees. If you 100% absolutely feel like burpees are not for you this morning, then don't be afraid to sub that out for double unders. Okay, you can always get those in for your cardio and get a little bit more practice in. It's just again working out how many you need to do for that 4 minute window at the end, and then obviously the same at the end. Cool. So it's a lot of talking, isn't it? Let's get warm. So what we want to do is, if you're in a position to go for a run, then we'll do that now. If not, we're literally going to do 2 minutes. So either get on your exercise equipment, do that, quick jog. If not, just a few burpees to get going. Or maybe a sort of simulated round of Cindy with burpees. So 5 burpees, 10 push-ups. Make sure you don't burn out though at this point. So 10 push-ups and 15 squats. And just work through that at a fairly steady pace just while we do a couple of minutes on the bars. Okay. Well, good workout, everyone. See you tomorrow. Monday. No, I'm joking. Right. Whew. Good to do now. Go through a little general warm-up. So, what you'll do, put your head just first from side to side. And keep those scapulars sort of back and down as you're moving. Warm. The neck's up, especially if we're going to be doing those handstand push-ups. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to the ear on one side, we're going to roll around. Okay, whoa. Okay, let's get those shoulders moving. Big circles going forwards. Okay, now just going to bring that head back on the shoulder again, and just going to roll back. Now do the other back half. Okay, we're going to take the shoulders backwards. Okay, we do one forwards, one backwards. And then switch direction. Okay, what do we do now? Bring that over this one now. There's arms around big circles. And back the other way. Hands up to the chest. That's good. Oh, no. Hands on the hips. big circles. Okay, and back the way. Okay, let's go through 10 leg swings on each side. Ooh. Okay, let's go through 10 nice and controlled air squats. Definitely got my legs from yesterday. Make sure to actually stretch quads. Sides. Sit. Water. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just start working on our front squats, okay, and building the weight up for those. These give us a few minutes just to get the weight up, and just remembered I'm probably going to need to pick my fingers, rip them off when I'm picking the bar up. In case anyone's interested in you watching, see how I take my thumbs up. Start down the bottom. I use thin tape. This. Okay. I'll tape up the whole thumb to protect it. Okay, but the key with this is not to tape your thumb straight, because otherwise when you bend it to hook grip, okay, it can pull and then you can actually do some damage in the base of your palm. So that's why stretchy tape is good, because you can literally just wrap it round and your fingers you can still bend your thumb. So with the strapping tape, you need to take a little bit more care, but I find that it's a lot stickier, it doesn't come off, and when you get it right, it actually then helps to hold that knuckle together when you're using a hook grip when you're picking weight up. So I'll start there. I do a wrap around the bottom of the thumb, like that. Okay, that's gone round once now. I then keep bending the thumb whilst you're doing this to make sure you've got that movement. Okay, and I'm going to take the tape. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it up to the top of my thumb. Don't know if that's the best angle there. So you're going to go around there and up to the top. Okay, and as we then go round the top, you see as I bend it, it gets rid of the slack. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I've gone up to the top, and as I come around the top of the thumb, I'm going to bend it down. Yeah, so I've got a nice 90-degree bend in the thumb there nearly. Okay, and then I can go around the top of the thumb there. And then I'm still keep moving it, yeah, to make sure I've still got that movement. And I'm going to bend it again, okay, as I come back over the top of the knuckle and then down to the bottom of my thumb, okay. Then bite it off, okay, and again, still wriggling the thumb, yeah, make sure you've got that movement in it, okay. I can then go there, take that last bit around, okay, And then the good thing about this trapping tape is you'll see I've got loads of slack. Okay, I can then literally pinch it off on itself. Okay, and then as you press it into your thumb, it will then actually tighten up as all those loose points go. Okay, so you put it around, make sure you still got that movement at the end. Okay, so I can still bend my thumb, I can still get it into a position for my hook grip. Okay, and then that's actually going to help hold that thumb together and stop me taking any skin off any random parts of my thumb. Okay, so you go. Wait there. That is how you take the thumb, and you do the same on the other side. Key is basically just to make sure you've still got that movement in your thumb, so you don't end up pulling or ripping anything as you try and pick up those heavy weights and bend it when it doesn't want to. Okay, so you go back over the knuckle, make sure you've got that bend as we go round, and then bite off, tape, and then finish wrapping that around, finish at the top, thumb bent, squeeze it all down, okay, and we're good to go. Make sure you can get that hook grip in. We're good. Right, so how are we warming up for front squat? So talk about this a lot in class. Saying like if we're starting a workout, then sometimes we should be able to stick the weight on and go. Okay. However, I would say when we're doing 3 reps or something, it's going to be heavier. Okay. So if we're doing like 3 reps of deadlifting a workout, then that's probably going to be heavier. We're probably going to need to warm up for that to make sure we're safe enough to go straight in. If we're doing something like 10, 15, 20 reps of it, okay, if they're like 20 front squats, then I mean that's probably going to be at about 35 or 40. I've got 35 on the bar at the moment. I'd probably put that straight on, do 5 or so reps, and just be like, yeah, I'm good to go. Okay, but because it's heavier, we're going to warm up a little bit more. So I've got 35 on the bar. I'm going to start with that. I'm just going to pick it up and just do 5 reps now. Okay, so sorry, I just played my push back on that a bit. I haven't done any weighted stuff really, other than the remembrance workout on the 11th. Well, it's actually before, wasn't it? We did it on Monday after Remembrance Sunday. So I've got wrist a little bit sore, so put the old wrist wraps on. Key to this, it's a bit like the tape. Okay, still need to be able to bend your thumbs, you still need to be able to bend your wrists a little bit when you're doing a workout like this. If I was doing Olympic lifting and I was doing 1 rep maxes, these would be so tight that I wouldn't be able to move my wrist. Okay, but what I'm going to do once I've done front squats, I'm then going to go and do some handstand push-ups. So I'm going to need to be able to put my hand, okay, in that position there to be able to do those. So if I do these up too tight, then I'm going to be restricted trying to do my handstand push-ups and again it's going to pull. Okay, so you've got to be careful that we don't do them up too tight. I just want a little bit of support there on my wrist for these front squats. So I'm going to take my 35 off now, and what I'm going to do is basically bend it straight up to 60. I'll do 3 reps here, and then hopefully I'll be good to go for my 85. There we have it. That's the walking front squat's done. Do I want to do 80? Well, not really. I mean, I know I can do it. I know it's going to get tough. Okay, so best thing to do is save those for the workout. There's no point doing extra heavy front squats before we start. Some people might disagree, but I'm about to have a 2K bike ride to warm my legs up. So, like I say, no, I can do it. Watch me out fail on the first set. Are you happy with your handstand push-ups down here?
Yeah. Do some more rest.
Bit of a long jaunt, isn't it? I'll move my bike back, and then that will just open up the space a little bit. And then do you want me to do mine on the left-hand side?
Yeah, don't worry.
Do it here, and then you can.
Yeah. I don't even know if I want to do 60.
Not cool up.
Not
cool up.
No, really.
255.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't think it's in the. I don't think you'll find it gets too easy.
No. Maybe no.
Right, passing people.
16.
2K.
Oh, that's okay.
Is everyone ready to rumble? You can get fired up into this. We're going to start in about 3 minutes. Drinks in. Back. I might put this over. My round counts from here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we're getting close to starting. Let's put the music up. You get 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yes, sir.
away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can be the victim. And come back when you're older. Go get the stuff within your broken Sometimes you gotta see the before. You
Good. So that is today's workout. Yeah, it's a good one. I'll just give you my thoughts on that if you like. Don't think I could have gone any quicker. I was just having to make sure I rested long enough between the front squats and handstand push-ups and handstand push-ups and front squats to make sure that obviously I got them all broken, which I think I pretty much did. Handstand push-ups towards the end were starting to feel a little bit ropey, but not really my thing. Had I gone any quicker, and then the intensity would have caught up with me, so the amount of volume we were doing in a set amount of time. So had I gone quicker, I would have been doing the same amount of reps, but in less time, so my intensity would have gone up. And at that point, I think I would have started failing in sets of 5 towards the end. They were getting really, really tough. So I don't think, anyway, could have done that bit quicker. First bike at the beginning was fairly comfortable, but then that was always the plan, because that was just really the warm-up getting started. And then the final bike, like I said, I pushed it a little bit harder, went quicker than my first one, which was obviously, again, the plan to push it at the end, because you know you've got no more work. And that was it, really. It's not really much else to it. It was just about managing my fitness through the reps and the task at hand. So that's it, and that's how we basically try and tackle these workouts. Think about what we're doing, what the weight is, how that's going to affect us as an individual. And then we can start to think of a bit of a strategy for then optimizing our own workout, if that makes sense. Cool. Got any questions? Leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe our videos. If you've made it this far through the video, then that is fantastic. Maybe you just skipped to the end, missed out the actual workout bit, didn't just watch us working out for 20 odd minutes. But hopefully it's helpful. There's some good little tidbits in that one, especially with the thumb tape. Good. What I'll do is I might even do you guys a little one on hand care, if you like, and then hopefully we can get that sorted. So when we come back to the gym in just over a week now, we won't all be looking for the best gymnastics grips. We'll just have solid hand grips ourselves, okay? Nice solid hands for holding manly things like axes and saws. We're doing all that man survival stuff that we've had to do over the course of the week. I should say person survival stuff. Obviously, women are welcome to partake in outdoor adventure crafts. Yeah, everyone's welcome. There you go. Enjoy, and we'll see you again on Monday. End.